Hey guys, what is up? It is Chicago Guy, and today I thought I'd bring you guys a video about my top 10 games of 2018. You know, it's 2019, it's early in the year, we got some good games to look forward to this year, but 2018 was filled with a bunch of great games, so I figured I might as well make a video on that. And to be on my list, I consider non-sports games because, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge sports fan, I'm a sports freak, I love sports, but for sports games, they make new ones every single year, so it'd be like kind of unfair to all the other games to not put them on here, you know, because technically the newer game is better than the last year's game most of the time. That's most of the cases, but I just left off sports games. But just know, this is my opinion of games. This is what I think are, and I'm going to have some honorable mentions coming up in a few, but these are what I think, so please, I understand if you comment your opinion, you say your opinion, I respect that, I respect when people do that, but if you're going, oh, you're dumb for thinking this game's better than this game or something like that, I don't like that type of stuff, so please don't do that. But anyways, let's get right in. So, my honorable mentions are Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Honestly, I think it's a really underrated game. Everybody just thought because it was futuristic that it was bad, and it wasn't as bad. The zombies on it are really fun, not gonna lie. The multiplayer is alright, it's just filled with tryhards, which isn't really the game's fault, but to me it is a good game. My next honorable mention is the game that I'm playing right now. As you guys are watching OnRush. Now you guys are probably going, why is this game an honorable mention? Because it shouldn't be anywhere near the top. Honestly, it's one of the better games of 2018. This game's a lot better than I anticipated it to be. But honestly, it's lots and lots of fun. So really, not gonna lie, I had to put it either in the top 10 or in the honorable mentions. And if you haven't gotten it, it was a free game for PS Plus members, but for December. But I recommend getting it. It is $60, which I know is can be a little tedious to get, but honestly, it is worth the $60. If you put in the time and effort, it is a really fun game, which I put in the time and effort, and it is a super fun game. For my next honorable mention, I have Detroit Become Human, and this is my last honorable mention. I've seen games, I've had people tell me it's really good. I have not played it myself, one of those other games I have not played, but I hear it is absolutely outstanding, and I just feel like there was other better games, but that's why I threw it in the honorable mentions. So yeah, let's get into the actual top 10 games. So for number 10, I have God of War. Now, I have not played that game either, but I've watched videos, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like lots of fun. The story in those games is always great, so I'm not gonna doubt that it was a bad game at all. And it had to be in here somewhere as well, so that's why it's number 10. And just a reminder, these are my opinions, so please don't get pissed off or anything. These are my opinions. At number 9, I have Fallout 76. And honestly, everybody said Fallout 76 was bad, and I got it, and it honestly wasn't that bad. I get the online can be a little tedious because people can come up and randomly kill you when you're middle in the quest, which can be frustrating. But honestly, the graphics are outstanding. The gameplay runs pretty smoothly, if you ask me. The quests aren't too bad, so honestly, it's not that bad of a game, in my opinion. Obviously, there's always something that games can do better to make a game better, but honestly, this game isn't too bad. At least to me, it isn't. Number 8 is Far Cry 5. Now, Far Cry 5 came out early in the year, in about late March of the year, and I just beat it in like December because to me it would have been higher, but I just think since there was 3 leaders in it and you had to do something to those 3 leaders, I'm not going to spoil it, but you can probably guess, but it just got repetitive to me. After I did something to 2 of the leaders, it just got repetitive, and I just didn't care to finish it and to finish for the 3rd one. So otherwise, if it wasn't as repetitive, it probably would have been higher on the list. And honestly, it is a super fun game. If you haven't gotten it, I would recommend to pick it up. It's probably on sale or going kind of cheaper, lower than 60, I can tell you that much. But I would recommend that game. It is a super fun game. Number 7 is Monster Hunter World. Now, I've heard mixed things about the game, but from what I have heard, it is really good. So I knew it was going to be on here somewhere. But I've also watched videos on it, and it's one of those games that's a different types of games that you never know. Like Monster World or Monster Hunter, obviously it kind of tells you what you're going to be doing. You're going to be hunting monsters, but it's one of those games that's like a unique game, but at the same time, it's like one of those games that they hit it off with. It's unique, but they hit it off. They did really good with it. So, that's number 7. Number 6 is Battlefield 5. Now, it is a really fun game, and the War Stories, which is like the campaign, if you have not played it or if you've not gotten it or watched videos on it, War Stories is the campaign of it. Now, those are fun, but I will tell you right now, they can be a little tedious, not gonna lie. They can be kind of tedious sometimes, but otherwise than that, the gameplay, it has a few kinks in it that can be worked out still, and I have not played it in a few, I'd say probably about 3 or 4 weeks, and the last time I did, it still had some kinks in it. But other than that, it's a really great game. The graphics are beautiful as always. It looks great. It's fun to play. You know, there's always funny moments because all the vehicles and all the things you can knock down and blow up, and now you can build walls, which is a huge help in it. So honestly, it is not a bad game. But yeah, so get a drum roll, please. We are in the top 5 now. So for my next game, I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've played it a little bit because my uncle's got it, and it is super fun. It is great. Not gonna lie at all. It is a great game. Honestly, they did confirm it was the last game in the Lara Croft sequence, so I don't know if this is gonna be the last Tomb Raider game or last, like I said, last Tomb Raider game, and I believe it is a prequel. So who knows what's going to come next, but it is a fun game. The graphics are great. It's just fun, honestly. Number 4, I have Hitman 2. Now, if you haven't played the first Hitman on the PS3 or on the other last-gen consoles, PS3, Xbox 360, I don't know if it was on Wii or anything. Duh, probably not. But PS3 I played it on, and it was super fun. So, Hitman 2, from what I've heard, I've watched videos, and it just, I missed that game. That's one that I'm really going to have to pick up, because that game I freaking loved. So, but anyways, besides my opinion on it, which is video kind of is my opinion, but anyways, besides the point, it looks like a great game. The first one, it did get repetitive, but it didn't. But I'm not going to base the first one off this one, so I'm just going to say it's not going to get repetitive, but who knows. The games that I have not played are kind of hard to judge and base off of, so honestly, not too sure, but from what I've heard, it is a great game and super fun, so I'm definitely going to have to pick it up sometime. Number 3, I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That game, I'm kind of far in it, but I'm kind of not, you know, but it is honestly super fun. This game can also be kind of tedious. If you're up for a challenge, it's a really good game, because it's not one of those games where it's a gimme for every single thing you do. Like, it recommends levels for you to do certain quests, and sometimes those certain quests are killing people, like certain people, and they can be a higher level even than the recommended, so it's a little bit of a challenge just to kill them too. And then you've got mercenaries out to kill you while you're trying to work up the mercenary rank, and bounty hunters. It's a fun game, so you try and like keep away from the bounty hunters and kill mercenaries, and yeah, you just go through Sparta and Athens pretty much in the ancient times in ancient Rome. Or ancient Greek, I don't know why I said ancient Rome, ancient Greek, but either way, it's a great game. It can be tedious at times. It can get you a little upset and pissed off, but it's a super, super fun game, and I really do recommend it for anybody, especially if you've played other games in the Assassin's Creed series. It doesn't really match up to any of them, but still, it's really fun. I really do recommend it to a lot of people. Number 2 on the list, I have Spider-Man. I've played a little bit of it. It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. either. I know I say not gonna lie a lot, but it is pretty fun. The gameplay runs super smooth. It's just super cool to like watch how you can be like fighting 20 guys and you're just taking them all down, nothing, like they're nothing. It's really honestly super fun. The story, it's got nothing to do with the movies or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's got the characters in it. But it's a super fun game, and honestly, it's a really good one. So for number 1, drum roll please. Yeah, I love my drum roll. It is Red Dead Redemption 2. Boy, I bet no one saw that coming. The game released on October 26, 2018, my birthday. One of the best games I've ever played. I'm just going to come out right now and just say that. One of the best games I have ever played. It is so fun. And it's not a gimme game either. There's challenges to it. There's a lot of big fights in it where it's just you and a few other guys against like 20 other guys. It's in the side quests. They're fun. Some of the stuff you do, not really repetitive, but I can see why it would be considered that. But to me, it's not. But the graphics are absolutely beautiful. The story is great. It is prequel, so I think that means it came out before the first game. But either way, it's before the first game. It's before the first Red Dead Redemption. So it's a really great game, and honestly would recommend it to really anyone. It is just that fun of a game, and it's just so great of a game. Now, I can see why some people would say it get frustrating, and yeah, I can see I've had my times in it. It's not an easy game, and it's one of those games where you have to grind it out. Like, I played it, that was like the only game I played for like a month, and it still took me a month to finish it, because it is that long of a game. And then the epilogue is 10 hours total, so really, it's just a long game in general, but it's a super fun game, and I really do recommend it, and I say it's worth it to anybody that hasn't played it. Now, it does take up a lot of storage. It takes over 100 gigabytes, which is huge for a game, but I say it's worth it. It is such a fun game, and the online is pretty fun too, not gonna lie. I haven't played that much. I'm only like level 10, but it is super fun, and honestly, it is a great game. And honestly, it could be up there for one of the great games in video game history, but I'm not going to get into that. That's not my, it's not where I'm going to try and go with this. But yeah, so that's my top 10 games of 2018. I'll probably put them in the description, so yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope if you don't have any of these games and you were just trying to figure out what some of them are like, hope this really helps you guys, because yeah, you know, I'm just giving out my opinion on what I hear. And please, like I said before, this is my opinion of games. Please don't get mad or upset about it. It's just my opinions. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.